Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the channel for yet another open world survival crafting base building game with much more. Welcome aboard, and good to see you all here for Survive the Fall, a game that's coming soon to Steam. But the good news is, if you've watched this far already, you know that this game has a free demo on Steam and is a combination of some games that have been incredibly popular here on the channel and that we've absolutely loved, including State of Decay, maybe a little bit of Project Zomboid, and also elements of a game known as Survive the Aftermath. This game has nothing to do with it directly, but I feel like there's a lot of influences to those games, including the focus on not only just surviving the dangers of humanity with bandits and raiders and other people trying to steal your stuff, kill you, or of course blow up everything you've got, but also, of course, the environment, Mother Nature. Survive the fall. Well, after fall comes winter, and so we're going to need everything we can to rebuild our base after it's been destroyed and go out and try to rebuild cabins and walls and things of that nature. Well, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here, and thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, and becoming members. We're rocketing towards 2 million subscribers here in Raptoria, so glory to Raptoria down below in that comment section. And let me know what would be on day one of an apocalypse, whether it be zombie or nuclear or whatnot, what would be the first thing you go to grab? Would it be a melee weapon? If so, what? Would it be maybe a med kit or some money? You let me know down below. And let's take our first look now at Survive the Fall. Let's go. Alright, here we are. The game looks good so far, with some helpful tutorials there on the right side for WASD and full rotation of the camera, and a pretty good looking environment already. Looks like we have a series of tutorials to get through in order to get to where we're going. Hard beginnings. Open the journal. Okay, so we have quests here. We have failed and finished quest, inventory system with each of our survivors here. We have Zach, Dan, and Spencer. Looks like one of them has an old pistol. Looks like we got ourselves an air gun, crude machete, and pipe shotgun. So these folks have probably been around for a while in order to be that desperate to use and manufacture these types of weapons. Very good. Going back to what I asked you earlier then, if any of you had said anything like this, then that's spot on for the vibe of the game so far, with also old backpacks, Molotovs, and lockpicks being a thing too. Oh, there's team loot. Interesting. Might be an inventory thing that sometimes the characters will probably have to trade with each other, or really more like something along the lines of, there's a few other games like this where you can manage squads by storing a team loot, and then multiple characters can use those items. So if we happen to find like a pistol, for example, maybe someone else could equip that without the characters having to go up to each other and exchange it that way. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. All right, well, we got the controls down. Yeah, looking real good. Hey, it's got the thing in there that I mention all the time about wanting to see lush grass and ground environments. It's not just a painted on texture or a color. We actually have ourselves some ferns and large trees and also branches and things like that. Small little trees. I know it's a small thing, but honestly, it really does help my immersion to be able to see like little butterflies and stuff flying around, leaves falling down. That's good stuff. It truly is good stuff. What do we got next? Oh, yeah. Looks like we're doing some gathering next, and then probably on to crafting too. Rotate the flashlight. Perform the interaction with the selected character. We're going to look into the bushes with the flashlight? Okay, so they want us to go to Spencer. Look at these are edible. Let's pick some. Okay. Do we want to go to Spencer then to do that? Oh, we can give him commands in order to do that too. So we're not only just commanding one individual person, and we're not commanding individual squad mates. We're kind of commanding the squad. And I kind of like that, because while Spencer there is harvesting berries, we can kind of, you know, be on patrol and protect him and look out for threats. But yeah, we can move as a unit. It's pretty cool, actually. Is he done here? I'm not sure if he's entirely done. Oh, we can interact with him again. Common food with the berries. So that goes right into the team loot, or we can take all, which is cool too. Looks like we can also hold up to 24 different items. We have a compass up top too, and we have a little bit of audio. Dan, status. Any sign of the game yet? We're craving for meat here. Nothing yet. We're getting to the hunting grounds. Good. Any estimate of your return? Just take the teapot out. We'll be back in no time. Very funny. Tease out for months. We don't come back. Just don't come back empty-handed. Roger that. Rust, we're on our way. So we have a character named Rust, who's probably at the main camp asking for meat. They're hungry back there. So that's our job then. All right, the search. Check the riverbank and find the deer. All right. Well, easier said than done in some games, but we will definitely see. Like we've got some weird-ass looking plants there. What is that? Are those mushrooms? What is that? Or some sort of a mutated flower. You don't have to do all the tasks yourself. You have companions for that. All right. You can delegate certain tasks while performing other activities with the main character. Q and E to delegate the action to a companion. Q and E again to open the loot window after your companion performs the task that you need them to do. All right. So gathering what? Driftwood here. We'll have, there we go. Have someone take control of that while we secure the perimeter. Oh, yep. So right click, we can shoot if we need to. Looks like there's a maximum range for the gun too. This is probably that pipe shotgun, so not very good on the range. So I guess to know if a character's done, that little diamond will fill up. I'm not actually sure yet, but let's take all and continue on. All right, more stuff here too. We can do that ourselves and then switch squad mates if we need to. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the diamond fills up and we're actually able to see when they're almost done. A little hard to see though. If we were being attacked, I'd like to know with a bigger indication of that being done, and then they can join us. If we had a pickaxe, we could break through that rock. All right, looks like there's more stuff up there for us too. Possibly a crate maybe up there. Very top. Looks like there might be a crate. More driftwood and whatnot. Let's go ahead and have you gather that. Have you gather that. I'll gather this. Love that. It's really cool. We actually have like a point man who then can lead the squad around, and then boom, we've got everything kind of collected that way. And then we can have him go on to the next thing, so we can have him move over here. Yeah, we can collect his stuff too. Then we'll have, oh, that's empty now. We'll have you come over here. Let's see, E. I forget their names already, but I know this is Spencer, Dan, and who was the other guy? I already forgot. Oh, we need to pick up a bunch of wood too, so let's go ahead and make sure we grab all that. Empty now, okay. I do like how the squad tries to stay together too. The AI is pretty good actually at trying to stay next to each other. It does remind me a bit of like going out and getting loot already in State of Decay with the look of things. I feel like this is top-down State of Decay already. But also a little Surviving the Aftermath too, especially when sending out villagers to get supplies on the map. Like, for example, when you send them out to go to berry bushes and, you know, like little things of piles of wood or something in order to gather building supplies, cinder blocks, that kind of thing. Looks like another dead end. We did meet... well, wait. We got to get a little bit more wood. But we did make it to the riverbank. I'm seeing a lot of suspicious mushrooms around here. I'm thinking some sort of a plague or whatnot, or a blight, which I certainly want to not know what's going on yet until, like, maybe reading some journals or something like that, finding out who is doing what. You know what I mean? Okay, everybody's almost done there. Ah, perfect. We got everything. So we're picking up firewood. Is that what that is? Okay. Maybe kindling is what they mean. Doesn't look very large. Looks like we got ourselves, was that chestnuts? Food tier 1. Spices. Okay. Oh, maybe we can trade a lot of these things. We might actually see an economy here with some rarity and some actual interesting items that people will want to trade for. Well, we got a pickup truck here. Let's see if the deer tracks are farther on. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going back over this way. Alright, some objects require the use of melee tools to interact with them. Oh, so our characters are going to just use an axe in order to clear this, like we were trying before with the pickaxe, but in this case, we're using the axe itself. Oh, we can also hit control to split up. Maybe these characters are smart on their own where they'll stay in place. Okay, we have the axe, it looks like. Well, we have a crowbar. But let's see, how do we command the group then? We can hit tab to switch between. Ah, here we are. Trying to see who has what. And we can have everybody pick up stuff. Cool. Very good. If we're having to harvest those mushrooms too. Dan is an excellent hunter and tracker. Let's switch to the selected character to use his special tracking skill. Use the Dan skill. Yes, Dan is using the Dan skill in order to track. Not any sort of skill of perception or hunting knowledge. It's just simply, if your name is Dan, you have that skill, and you're good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and take that along with us. All right. Ooh, we're getting into some dangerous territory here. I don't know if I want to go in there. Let's see. Oh, there they are. So it's Zach, Spencer, and Dan. Okay, those are the three characters there. Although it doesn't show their names all the time. Let's track this deer. Oh, there we go. I see now. There might be some other loot around. We're probably just going to walk past a lot of that. There's some stuff over there, but we're going to keep the show going. Obviously, we should be picking up every morsel of wood and any sort of box or, well, even just these piles might have something more in there than just wood. But we're just going to follow orders and start to track down this deer. Oh, boy, that is a plane crash. Wow. All right. Now it's become Sons of the Forest suddenly. That's weird. These marks don't look like animal footprints. They're human. Wish there was voice acting in this one, honestly. Kind of pulls away from the immersion to see the text go by so quickly. I have no control over that. So to slow that down, to have a different button to press to read that or just to have narration would be good. Hopefully that's going to be something the developers have in the full game. The radio messages, though, are nice. Dan, you there? There's some commotion before... I don't know who... What? I just heard some scraps. Over. God damn it. Uh-oh. Things are not good at base. What is this? A makeshift chest, it looks like, for makeshift ammo and wood. Okay. And there's a box inside. Continue to pick up that stuff. Again, I do like how we have a team inventory because then it just kind of automatically would be like if somebody had extra space in their pocket or had a backpack or some sort of satchel, you just give it to whoever just to carry it rather than having to go through inventory simulator where you take something from one guy and put it here and then take this thing and put it over there. You know, that would just take a lot longer. So to just dump everything and sort it out later would probably be something you'd do as a scavenger. And that is the map that we found just moments ago. We have ourselves a national park that we're in, which totally reminds me of State of Decay immediately. And it looks like we can go to other areas too. So this is not just the only map. It looks like, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this reminds me of the State of Decay map. Many of them where you like go into a forested area or whatnot. And there's like a fire tower. And you're basically like trying to get to maybe a gas station or something nearby or a restaurant to try to get supplies. It does appear like we have maybe a dock here, a mine, maybe an old coal yard or something like that. Looks like RV and camper area, waterfalls. So that could be good for fishing. There could be lots of food here, cabins. That could equal maybe a lot of fishing equipment. Maybe some other food and things like that, depending on how long time has passed. All right, so they want us to zoom in on the map, but I think we're okay on that. Follow the tracks. Let's continue to do that. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. We got the tutorial popping up. We've got the characters kind of narrating things. There's a tremendous amount of things going on. Of course, we've got material up on the top of the airplane. We've also got some stuff in the back there. Let's see if he can clear this out very quickly. Looks like he's about halfway done. Almost there, my man. Almost there. 75%. Now, I'm not sure if this game has vehicles, but it would be certainly a really cool thing to be able to have a vehicle and drive it around. It would become a little bit more like Humanity Z then at that point, which is a little bit more of a kind of an advanced Project Zomboid, in my opinion, in certain aspects, not all of them. I think Zomboid will always be the #1 game because it's been out forever and has an incredible amount of community support, but a game like this certainly should be able to pave the way too. Let's wait for him there. Let's go ahead and have you... let's see. Dan, can you get that? Oh, there we go. He finally cleared the way for us. Hold on. Let's get this shopping cart. Looks like someone was living here. Yeah, you two clear that stuff. Oh, he's blocked us in. So it does look like the AI can run into each other. Back it up, my man. And that's some glue and stuff there, it looks like. But of course, we can use the split up feature in order to get everybody individually to do stuff. Okay, regardless of this, we have a plane crash here. We're going to go and follow the tracks. Remember, we're purposely not gathering materials, so we can try to see everything else that it has. There is a padlock here, which may mean either, yeah, not available in the demo version. So obviously the map gets much bigger pretty much right away. More than what we can see here today. Well, it looks like there's an arrow up this way. The airplane is a gold mine of, like, luggage, and looked like a shopping cart full of stuff too, and a few other things to check back there as well. So that's going to be very important for us. Now, I wonder what we're going to shoot the deer with. We've got, like, what, a handgun and a shotgun? Those don't seem like good options. Every non-player character has a cone of vision. They will notice your presence if you remain in the line of sight for too long. Oh, so we got a little bit of a stealth thing going on here. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, yeah, there we go. We got stealth here. Some barrels here by this pickup truck. So definitely possible to open that up. Hold down the aim button to point and shoot. Reload. Oh, we do have the hunting rifle. Oh, we have a nice rifle here. Okay. So where's our dear friend? Oh, look at those mushrooms. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with these shrooms, bruh. For sure. Oh, there he is. Shh. Okay, here we go. Oh, dear. Get down, boys. Here. Let's split up. You guys go into the bushes. Hang out there. See if we can get a nice shot. You ever go deer hunting before? Anybody in the chat? Duck hunting? Pheasant? Turkey? I miss fishing. Nice. That was a clean kill. Beautiful. Come on over, boys. Well done. Beautiful kill. Alright, let's, who's the best at, I guess I'll do it. Looting corpse, yeah. Oh, we didn't get any meat from this, but we're gathering what looks to be a animal carcass. Oh, it's not just the hide, okay. So it's like the whole kit and caboodle, maybe? Uh-oh. Wolves. Stay in cover, boys. Oh, they put a wolf on the screen. Wolf hunting party. This way, boys. In combat, your character automatically focuses on the closest enemies. Oh, boy. Well, get him, boys. I don't want to shoot and kill an ally. Can I switch to a melee weapon? Yeah, left click. Wow, those wolves are vicious. There we go. Much better, boys. Close call. A little damage, but nothing too crazy. Uh-oh. Get your asses back now. We're being assaulted by an unidentified enemy. The maniacs are burning the whole place down. I repeat, get you... Rust? Get all the people inside the bunker. Leave everything else behind. We're on our way. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Must have been the footprints we saw around the plane. Rust and the others are safe in the bunker. Let's wait here till the threat is gone. I won't cover in the bushes when our people need us. Let's get back to the base. Alright, so we were out on a hunting excursion, and our base was attacked. Everybody's either been killed or wounded, and or all of our stuff is gone, and or burned to the ground. So now I guess we're going to have to rebuild everything from scratch, if that's what they did. Let's double time it, gentlemen. For the love of God, who are they? Oh, they are freaks. Those guys look like mutants. They're like the Rippers from Days Gone, which was an amazing game. I'll distract them while you go around. Oh, okay, they're leaving. Well, let's, I think the best thing here would be to try to get in an elevated position and just kill them with the rifles if we can. Silently eliminate any cultist on your way. Get to the base silently. Oh, hell with that. This is America. When facing enemies, you can activate a planning mode to directly indicate attack orders to companions. Oh, hold on a second. Now, this we have to test. The stealth here could be absolutely badass if we're able to do the tactical pause that way. So V to activate planning mode, and then Q and E to delegate actions. Okay. let's try to give our boys some orders then. So, Q. I'm not sure what those two options are. I'm assuming the first one is stab and the second one is shoot. Stealth attack. Oh, there's 3 guys here. Oh, wait, don't... Can you hold off on that? Okay, so we need to be in a position first. You wait here. Oh, patrol's coming back. He's not coming back too far, though. Come on over here, bruh. Okay, you stay there. Luckily, these guys are dumb, so we're good. Okay, so... you head there, and I will head here. Oh, QQ. There we go. Yeah, we're going to QQ the enemy. Nice. Beautiful. You can postpone the execution of the plan. Hold V to postpone, V to execute the plan instantly. Okay. We have options for taking down the enemy. And these idiots didn't even notice. Oh, we're hiding the body. No looting? Okay, I like the body hiding. It's a little easier than like Desperados or Commandos, which deserve another game. To which Commandos will be getting another one, but it is nice to see a game like this have that type of, kind of stealth. Just a little bit. Eliminate the remaining cultists. We don't have to do it stealthily, so let's just go ahead and go America. And America. What? Wait, a rifle shot to the back of the head? Bro, this is probably like a 30-06. Oh, they got a sniper too. Hold on, let me kill this guy. Now is there... Oh, nice! There's dodge rolls and stuff too. This is great. Okay. That is much more intuitive combat than I was expecting, honestly. And these guys just seem like wild druggies who are just wild druggies. There we go. Okay, I was low on stamina and stuff. I'm just learning. That was a little sloppy, but it's our first encounter. Where's our friend? Oh god, he's still in it. Nice, one down. This guy just wildly stabbing at the wind? Okay, we got 1 minute to get to this guy. Oh, this is cool to see. So if we get down, what do? We have to rescue our friend, right? So, get wrecked. Oh, that's cool to see. So he's reloading. How do we revive? Faster hold. So he's not completely out of the fight. We can revive. Very nice to see. So it's not going to be completely stealth. I always hate it in games when we get so many weapons. Do you hate it in a game when they give you like so many weapon options, but stealth is kind of preferred, and so they kind of push you towards stealth combat, and you never really get to use all your weapons, and then one time you just get bored and go crazy like this, and you never really get to do everything you want? I feel like we should be looting these bodies. There could be a way to do that. But yeah, obviously the guy with the shotguns and stuff. All these guys could be carrying food and more. Anyway, let's beat it. Let's get to the base. And then we'll heal up Dan. So shotgun, way better for combat. The rifle, good for a shot to go loud, and I really was expecting it to do a lot more damage. It looks like there is bridges that we can rebuild too. So structures that already exist that we can build stuff to explore the world further and or tear down. Ew. Like boogers. Gross. Booger Man. You remember that game? So obviously the green stuff is poison. I was expecting it to possibly be radioactivity, but it is likely something to do with those damn mushrooms everywhere. Okay, let's get to the base up this way. I also was looking around for where the enemy may have a base or a hideout in addition to the one that they had at the plane. Let's see if we can sneak around this way. So stamina, also very important in a fight. I think it should be displayed on the screen, though, because as I'm fighting enemies, I'm going to not be watching the small white bar on the lower left corner. I'd rather be watching my enemies to see what their moves will be, so that way I know how to dodge. If you've ever played, a Dark Souls game or a Soulsborne, whatever you want to call them, timing in that stuff is all key, and especially in a melee game like this that allows you to kind of do that. It'd be cool if we actually saw, like, a block and an attack parry and stuff like that, or whatever, which would be cool. Very nice. So, expedition completed. We have a little bit of health left for Dan. I think this is Luke. And Spencer ran back to base. Looks like we have some sort of a antidote. We have some wood. Lots of other things we could have got if we were thorough. But again, it's a demo, so... Uh-oh. Wow, they're sending in the freaks. Wow, so they just busted in right through the front door. This is very much like Surviving the Aftermath, building a gate and having people attack the gate. And look at these super powered just freaks. Everybody's getting to the bunker. Uh-oh. Dan, Zach. So glad you're alive. Where's Spence? Somewhere away, diverting enemies' attention. We might never see him again, can we? He's a tough one, but there are many foes at his heels. I see. Tell us what happened here. Well, we got attacked by some fire-loving maniacs. They hit us pretty hard, as you can see. We encountered them on the way. Thank God you're still alive. The same cannot be said about Clark and several others. We also have many wounded and missing. Tell us everything. Well, the savages came from the valley side and broke through our gate, howling like animals. They were a crazed mob that destroyed everything in their path, craving resources and people. Those who resisted were cut down or burned. I witnessed Clark incinerated alive. Dear God. And the others? Well, most of us managed to get to the bunker in time. From the door slit, we saw them burning and looting. The base is in tatters. We need to check all of what's left. We'll do it. Nah, I won't be standing here watching you toil. You need to recover. Rest for a while. Well, may be it. I'm an old timer, you know. First, could you check the damages? Alright, we're on it. Alright, in the camp we can give orders to each of our survivors. Double-clicking on a location will send them to the shelter to go there. So now we're into the base building aspect, to which we have a little bit of a base already formulated. Looks like our people maybe ran to the bunker somewhere in the mountain, but it looks like maybe an old military base. We got a large facility here, actually. Oh yeah, okay. So here was our main gate. We didn't really have too much defenses. There were some cabins here. Looks like they were either burned down before or after the enemy's attack. Pretty waterfall there. Got some buildings functional, very Fallout-like, isn't it? Yeah, let's take a look here. Oh, there's the possibly a bunker there. It looks like underground access. And maybe a main building up there, for sure. And that could be the maybe a bunker entrance, but not really. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, looks good. Very nice base management. Main objective, put the camp back on its feet after the attack. So there are resources here we have to manage. So being out in the field is one thing, but managing the resources of the camp is a whole different thing. So we have food, water, materials, components, chemicals, fuel, knowledge, and memories to manage. And then also we have people here as well. So we might be able to bring these people out into the field between each expedition. So we have Bubba, Jen, Russ, Dan, and Zach, which we need to find Spence as well. So we have a few more survivors, and possibly more that we can find. Send Dan to the ruins to check on the damage. Let's see, where's Dan? You'll be able to kick him into gear here. We just left click and tell him to head on over. Ah, darn it, our shelter is completely destroyed. Assign tasks to multiple survivors simultaneously. Do we need to check every one of the structures then? Okay. We can send everybody to each building to check the survivability, to which they're looking a little rough except for that building up there. Everything else is totally destroyed. We're screwed. Everything got smashed to timbers. Only the workbench may still be useful after repair. We need to check out and see how many resources we managed to move into the warehouse during the cultist attack. We better get moving. Diamond icons represent survivor interactions. Assign a survivor by clicking on the icon. Okay, we can do that. Perform a check warehouse interaction inside the bunker. Ah, there we are. Let's have Dan the man do that. Dan's going to come on over and go, oh, this is the bunker building here. Should have known. Being built into the rocks and all that. That is a very nice bunker door, too. Nothing's getting through there. We have complete control over this area, but we do need to leave from time to time in order to go out and get food and things like that. So, yeah, our vulnerability, and probably people don't want to live in a bunker after a long time. You know, they want to be inside only when they have to, and then be outside and enjoy the sunshine and gather materials that they need. All right. Well, they took a lot, but I can see some things left. Hopefully we still have some medkits left. We can heal Jen's wounds. Let's take care of her. Survivors will get tired and hungry over time and can get injured or contaminated while on expedition. Oh yeah, very much like surviving the aftermath too. Looks like we need to keep everybody healthy then and heal them up. Alright, send Jen to the campfire to use a medkit and cure her injuries. Alright, Jen. Well, there's a medkit right there, so Jen, go ahead and head on over. He was at the houses there. I hope each and every one of these structures can be upgraded to be a home or a warehouse or a, I don't know, vehicle storage, maybe an infirmary, something like that. Cool stuff, weapon storage. Of course, we probably want that all in the bunker, but you know. Okay, so as you know, the base is ravaged. We need to make it whole again. Firstly, remove all debris. Ah, yes. Yeah, let's remove that debris, shall we? We'll give it some space for a new shelter. It's hard to get by without them. Let's extract resources from the rubble and rebuild them later. Ah, great. So there is some customization to how we set up the base, and we can take from one thing and move to another. I love it. Okay. Love it. And I like how the tutorial does go into extra detail, but I can understand kind of what they mean here. Like Dan is going to be a little better at that. But let's get everybody to clear the rubble. So we have a little bit of a, you know, quote-unquote city builder here, or like a survival base builder in the top-down format, which I do like. So often we see kind of games where you have to do your individual planning, starting maybe with like a 2x2 building with a roof on it. You throw your crafting bench in there, and then you don't get time to do much else until it's time to go gather a bunch of wood again, that kind of thing. If all the survivors are busy with tasks, you can speed up time. Okay, that's good. Now, while they're busy, though, I want to look around a little bit and see what might be out there. So it does look like we get the whole area to ourselves, and it could be quite possible that we'll be attacked again at the main gate, so we might be able to build some additional defenses like towers. They already kind of have some of that going on here, with the walls having these little, you know, quote-unquote towers going on. So, all right, let's repair the workbench. After we fix it, we can process wood into planks to create new buildings. All right. And we can do that inside that building as well. So this is exactly what I was thinking. You know, you build your base. Inside you have your crafting bench, you have your medical bench, whatever. And then the settlers here can do it this way, or the survivors. Okay, so let's go ahead and repair the workbench, is it? Repair the workbench, yeah. And what else do we have in here? We have a camp summary breakdown. We have a technology screen research. Oh, really? Oh, we'd have to physically interact with it. faction screens. There could be trading and whatnot. Very nice. The option to construct buildings too. And looks like they want us to go here and repair the bench from before. So one of these building. Oh yeah, right there, probably. Let's check out the tutorial though. So building mode is with B. So we're not just repairing, but we can also, yeah, check that out. Nice. Okay, so we got some real cool stuff here. We can build a farm. We can build farm plots, drying racks. We can plop down a place for moonshine. Hell yeah, brother. A pen and a food warehouse, and that's just the farming. Then we've got a harbor, so we can build things for water and food gathering there. Water collector, a fishery, water filter, that's great. Then we've got ourselves a plant, so I'm assuming, yeah, manufacturing. So we have lumber mills, scavenger point, a rubble mine, and a materials warehouse. Then we got the workshop itself that they want us to do, and then we got ourselves a workbench. That's what they want us to build in there. Plop that down inside. And then also there's the tailor, the gunsmith, so we can make our own guns. We can smelt things down with the furnace, and then we also have a components warehouse to store all those small things for, well, whatever's needed for the workbench for maybe the gunsmith, or future things like electronics, maybe something like that. Okay, let's close the tutorial. A lab for research, so we have a medical point, a herb patch, chemical lab, stasis lab, chemical warehouse, and then of course a shelter. So we have bunks that we can put in there, canteen, sanitary facility, also maybe like a restroom and a somewhere to bathe, and then also fuel warehouse and a social room. So we have to worry about mind and body and cleanliness. So it's a little bit more than just eat per day, and like water is probably needed not only for drinking but for showers and things like that. Very nice. Okay, let's unpause, and we should have somebody heading in here to repair. We'll send Dan. Dan's the man. We'll have him go on in and start repairing. And I see somebody booking it. Looks like that guy was like stocking shelves or something like that. Okay, let's find out where Dan is. That's not Dan right there, is it? Oh, I think it is. Oh, it is Dan. Wow, he's got to be awfully hot in that hoodie and stuff. Inside, it looked like he was wearing a yellow helmet, but there he goes, doing his thing. Very nice. All right, and we're all done. We did it. We can now process the remaining wood into planks. We'll ready these building materials right away. Outstanding. All right, so now we're going to start crafting items. Very good. So basics are out of the way. So now we can start doing that stuff. Cool. Let's craft a item. We'll have our good friend do that. We'll have some planks in there. I think that's rust. I don't know, let's maybe take a minute to do that. They only need 5 planks, but we might be building more stuff here shortly. Speed up time like they mentioned. This is top speed, baby. Going as fast as we can. So that's really cool. So each of these people are going to be useful in and outside the base. It almost reminds me, if you remember Surviving the Aftermath, that game, you get people who are called specialists, and they can work when they're inside your city, and they could do things like shoot and help gather materials. Maybe they can help build and transport things around, but they're better on the world map. And here, people like, for example, Rust, he's a little older, so he's knowledgeable, and he might be able to more efficiently build things and kind of tell people how things should be done, and then help with the construction. But people like Dan, Zach, and Spencer, a little younger, might be better out in the field, a little more higher chance to survive. And, you know, everybody's useful. You can get somebody to do something and help out the group. Now we can start building structures. Solid walls come in handy for the night. Oh yeah, let's build some defenses now. Building frames. Very good. Okay, we're going to speed through some of this stuff as well. I do appreciate a mildly wordy tutorial. This certainly is giving us information because it's inclusive to people who may have not played something like this. Maybe someone will see this in things like XCOM and then get more interested because it's more survivally, which I like. Oh, I build the shelter building frame. So, oh, look at that. We can build a house wherever we want. Well, you know, within reason. Oh yeah, we can build it right in the middle of the path if we want to. All right. Let's build it a little closer to the bunker. We'll build it right there. That's a good spot. And we'll have Rust build that if he can. And we'll have him do it speedy. So this is just a shelter frame. So inside, then we can put maybe storage, a bed. This could be a bunkhouse or a shelter for multiple people. So this could be, you know, it's a beginning shelter, but it's good for a few people, I think. Look at those beautiful fall colors, too. They nailed the trees. They certainly did. I love trees in games like these. I know it's a little corny and whatnot, but it's a very good environment. It's very vibrant, beautiful, and it seems like they really cared for it. And all that stuff of the environment now means that the buildings look good, too. So we actually have some good quality on walls and windows and doors. So when we build a building, we'll actually be kind of proud of it. The time that we put into gathering all those materials, it'll look somewhat decent. And upgrading it, too. All done. Nice. So then we can plop down rooms and such, too. Now that we have the frame constructed, we can fill it with dedicated rooms. Let's move on to the bunks. We should have space inside the building for additional rooms. Ah, are we going to be building rooms, too? Ah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So these rooms are a little bit like they are in Evil Genius or 2 Point Campus or 2 Point Hospital, where they're prefabs, but you have to fit them into an existing section. Now, that's cool. Now, other games on this channel, like, for example, Stranded Alien Dawn, that game has you build, you know, you can build a massive house and put everything in there, including a warehouse and a kitchen, sleeping quarters, additional storage, and additional processing buildings. But here, a bunk could just simply be a bunk. So let's go ahead and try that. Yeah, I like that. So it actually cordons off that area for it. So it might not make it a room, but it definitely is making it minimal. I like that too, because if you're building lots of bunks, it might get boring eventually to do that. Also appreciate that if we zoom away from the building, we see the top of the building or disappear. So a little bit of The Sims in this one, right? A little house building, a little room building. Not so customized like that, but certainly is pretty close. So now we got, yeah, Russ going to gather materials for that and building right away. So as time is passing here at the camp, I wonder if we can actually jump back and forth between an expedition and this. We have a technology screen here, too, that they may have showed us before. There's all of our quests there from before. And then, of course, all the things that we can research and eventually build. So we have water collection, water filter. We have Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 stuff even. Upgraded fishing. Upgraded expedition points. Upgraded gunsmith. So we can make advanced weapons, too. Scavenger points, probably for them to return things to. Material storage. Parts warehouse, yeah. So there's going to be a lot of building and a lot of crafting and gathering. So this seems to be pretty well done, by the way, on the combat. Again, going back to that, that was very well done. And this base building is a little unique. I actually like to see something different than this. When it comes to like survival games, it's nice to see Ark, for example, in a few games like it, but you get exhausted of those same first and third person survival games where you get to build houses like this. I think this is a good mix, and certainly is something I'm more interested in. All right, I think we've got the base running. At least the basic needs can be fulfilled now. Now we got to start working down knowledge from the old days. Thanks to this, we'll be able to develop ideas for constructing new stuff. Let's use the knowledge to build a canteen. All right, let's try to analyze some stuff then and see if we can customize some building blueprints, I guess, right? We're going to go do research now. Nobody's too good at research. We'll have Jen do that. We'll make our should be our big brain, right? Should be our doctor and our researcher. That kind of stuff if we can. Paging Jen. Paging Jen to research. Blueprints. It kind of snapped out of there. Oh, there they are. I scrolled down. There you go, Jen. Yep, so she's swinging by the little warehouse, or the little storage cabinet. Shelving unit there. Going right to work on the old desk. A couple people standing around, but, you know, that's to be expected for a tutorial. Alright, all that knowledge will allow us to develop technology of the canteen construction. Alright, now we're going to be able to build a place to get some grub. Some good food. Alright, let's see where that is. That looks like a potato. Yeah, it looks like we have lockpicks and stuff. There's our canteen. So it looks like an old oven. And the research is immediate. Nice. Technology's ready. When we have enough materials, we can build a canteen with ease. That does remind me of how things work in Like, for example, going medieval, where you then have to use papers to do research and stuff like that. All right, Russ, don't blame yourself. We'll get our defenses up here shortly. Looks like they destroyed our radio transmitter. We'll fix that, no problem. And we'll make our camp safe again, for sure. Okay, so now, time flows. Starting now, you'll have limited time to perform actions in the camp. Current time is shown in the right. When the evening falls, it'll be a good time to meet the settlers' needs to finalize the day's task. The rest is... Oh, it's all up to us after that. Okay. Wow, that's the end of the tutorial. Alright, not a problem. So, venture on an expedition. Let's definitely do that. So, we gotta go find our good friend then. We gotta find out where Spencer and maybe some other people went off to. We'll see. Technology and day. We can have everybody go on an expedition. Here's what they'll get if we go out with these particular people, I think. Extra backpack space. Might be a good idea just to send these two. We can have them stay for the day or prepare. We can go to Eden City, map unavailable, or the Wasteland. Not sure exactly where that will lead. Go on an expedition. Looks like they may have already auto-selected that. And yeah, looks like these are the only two that can go and they get bonus capacity. So let's prepare them for our expedition. This is cool. Now, this is like Anno 1800. Like, for example, when you get ready to literally go on an expedition, you pack a ship full of cargo and stuff to be able to make it to the new world or whatnot. Oh, but here we don't have a loadout, I've noticed. Everybody seems to put everything back into storage. We also need to get our good friend Name here. We have to get Name and Name both. Yeah, this is obviously Dan and Luke, but we got to get them both healed up. So is there anything we can do to heal them before we go? Let's see if we can actually have them heal now, maybe? Dan certainly needs a little band-aid after that adventure. Alright, Dan, go on over there, see if you can heal up. Treat contamination with decontaminator. Oh, interesting. Treat contamination with cleaning mushrooms. Oh. So there's a quote-unquote contamination, but looks like we can clean that with some other options. When daytime is up, planning screen will appear. Yeah, it's well, we got a whole day now. Luckily, they paused it for the tutorial, so we do have quite some time to prepare for nighttime. That is cool. So we've got a very limited amount of time, similar to Frostpunk when you're preparing for the day-night cycle between the work days, like, you know, workers stop working at night, so you got to make sure you've got enough coal gathered, something like that. So here we've got to do all of our construction during the day, farming and whatnot, and then everyone can relax at night. But then there's also defenses. So, but let's skip all that for now. We're just skipping it. We're just jumping ahead just a little bit. Just jumping ahead. Everybody seems healed up and good to go now. So those two are set to go, and it looks like he's pretty healed. Not bad. Let's grab some stuff for us. We got ourselves that pipe shotgun was fantastic. Actually, it seems like Dan was a good shot with the rifle, so let's give him that. Let's bring some health kits. Is there something we could do for the team inventory? Doesn't look like it. So only things in the field that we find we can share. There's old backpacks here. So yeah, definitely bring those along. Molotov was good. Adrenaline shot maybe. Let's get the get you a melee weapon slash tool. Melee weapon slash tool. And I don't know where we could put the... Okay, there's our pockets there at the bottom. So we can carry a few items. Oh, look at that. Professional magazine. Oh, wow. So we can even use magazines and stuff to do research. Very cool. Very Project Zomboid to bring back a book or some magazines or something. Very cool indeed. All right, let's start our expedition and just see what it's like. We're going in ill-prepared, and, you know, we've kind of rushed through some things here. But I think there's honestly a lot of content to see here, even with just the tutorial slash demo. They've certainly given us a lot. Oh, I was gonna look down the riverbed. Oh my goodness. Well, all right, expedition completed. Honestly, that seemed like the same area we were just in, though. So it would be more stuff to grab and bring back to camp. What a goober I am. All right, let's go out again. It's fine. Let's see. Actually, now wait a minute. I'm curious, though. I'm curious. With that experimentation, did they... No. They didn't lose. Wow, they actually have more stamina. So it's like they came back after that night, and now they've got even more stamina and stuff from a good night's sleep. They're ready to go out, I guess, at the end of the night. Unfortunately, though, it's not saving any sort of loadouts, so I would like to see, you know, this is pretty easy to put back together, but it would be nice to see everybody being able to have it like a prefab or something. If you've got somebody that you always use for sniping, or in this case, you know, one of these guys is better at one thing than the other, maybe, for certain skills. There you see on the left side, they might be different levels of infected or something, so you might want to give them different things. But that's a good example of what happens when you return. Everybody's able to heal up and also rest automatically. All right. So go to the trail and follow the tracks of the cultists. So we're going to go looking for Luke then. So we need Dan to find that. Oh yeah, there's your tracks right there. All right, where do they go? This way? So they may actually have our good friend. Looks like lots of supplies and loot there for sure. Back to the plane, it looks like. Landing gear there. Question mark up here. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, so obviously we're supposed to do a little combat. I want to take a look around their base. Run, bro. Good luck. Ah, fence is weakened. Perhaps we could sneak inside. Now that's cool. So we don't have to go in. Wow, look at that guy just hanging out there. So we don't have to go in guns blazing, but we can. And we can also sneak around and maybe move some boards around and try to find who we're looking for. And it looks like the AI is pretty capable of kicking ass. Hey, boys. Goodbye. Hi. Goodbye. Oh, now we've built some defenses around the plane. Okay. That wasn't here before. Where the hell did they get all this stuff? From our base? No, they didn't steal just a whole shipping container. No way. Well, how'd our friend get up here? Oh, right there. Oh, wait. I want to go. Oh, I'm stuck. Whoa, they've got a flamethrower? Awesome, dude. Wow. Well, that's one of the weapons we could get, and also one of the weapons they used against us at the start of the game there, so that's cool. And just a casual, everyday, sacrificial ritual site. Normal. Nothing crazy here. Very high quality, you guys. This is a nice place. Bye. So probably our friend is here somewhere, and or clues to where he may be, and tons of stuff to loot and to destroy, maybe to maybe interfere with their ability to interfere with us, that kind of thing. I don't know. I like what I see here, though. I definitely do want to save a lot of this stuff for the full game. I'm already locked in. This is very, very interesting. And they did very well with the whole managing of a base, but then also having to bring those people who work on that base out every once in a while to then do a, wow, crazy cult stuff. To then go out and do, you know, gathering expeditions to bring things back. So we're going to be building our base as they build theirs. Game over, your companion died. Oh, right, okay. No problem. Dan must have died or something like that. This is great. I'm saving that image. That's good. All right, survive the fall. Now, this is good. I didn't want to go too deep into the story. I didn't really want to see too much what happened, but I wanted to see the gameplay aspects and the how weapons and things like that work. Combat, really good. Exploration, pretty neat with the whole like looting of already pre-existing piles and stuff. I mean, in a way, you do that in Zomboid already by going to cupboards or boxes or things like that, and then also the base management, stellar, very good stuff. Different in a way where it's interesting and refreshing, but yet knowledgeable from all the previous games we've played. It'll be, easy to learn and easy to master, I think, in my opinion. All right. Well, this one's available now on Steam for a free demo, so download it today and obviously do much better than I did. I just wanted to rush through and see, and I'm happy with what I got, and I want to see more of this one. If you do too, smash that like button. Let me know what you would bring for a melee weapon, a ranged weapon, a tool. What things would you bring out with you on an expedition or just to survive your first day and surviving the fall, as in the first day of any apocalypse. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. Goodbye, everyone.